This is an administration cloaked in secrecy and deception. It's an administration that doesn't want the American people to know what it's doing. So it's no surprise that in July, the Treasury Department issued their dark money rule. They don't want the American people to know that behind every bill, amendment, and executive order is a big money special interest. They want to make it easier for big corporations, billionaires, and even illegal foreign money to influence our election. These special interests know so long as the money keeps flowing, there's someone in Congress to do their bidding. At a time when Americans want transparency from their government, this rule would allow special interests to hide their donors from the IRS. It's been 8 years since the Supreme Court's Citizens United decision, a decision which gave corporations the right to spend unlimited, unchecked, and more often than not, undisclosed money on our elections. For 8 long years, more and more money has flowed from corporate coffers into campaign ads and political expenditures, and Republicans have defended the dark money poisoning our politics every step of the way. Let me demonstrate the sheer magnitude of the dark money that has been pumped into our recent elections. In 2016, outside groups spent more than $1.4 billion, much of it funneled to trade associations and nonprofits. In 2018, outside groups spent more than $1.3 billion. These funds weren't spent by the candidates' campaign committees, but by groups that did not have to reveal their donors and disclose it to the public. Spending by independent outside groups reached an all-time high of $49 million in this year's congressional elections in my own state of New Jersey, when state and county parties spent about $8.1 million. In other words, outside groups this year outspent parties, formal parties, by over 600%. All of this secret cash and dark money undermines the ability of the American people to hold their government accountable. But for the president and some of my Republican colleagues, that's not enough. Ask yourself, under these rules, what's to prevent anonymous foreign corporate donors with unlimited amounts of cash to influence the American political system and help elect a candidate who benefits them, and then exert influence over that candidate once elected? It's no wonder this administration would want to make it harder for the American people to know who is behind donations to tax-exempt organizations. It's the wrong direction and a dangerous one. As we now know, the president benefited from this dark money, particularly money that came from the NRA. What's baffling, however, is that the administration would make it easier for hidden money to flow through these organizations when we know that the Russian government and its agents have used them as a conduit to try to influence our political system. The recent indictment and guilty plea of Marina Butina shows that this is not fantasy, but reality. The Butina case came about because she was discovered to be an unregistered foreign agent. But she may just be the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Russians trying to pass money into our electoral system. Under this administration's rule, uncovering those efforts will be made harder, not easier. That is why tomorrow I'll be urging the FBI and the FEC to investigate whether other covert Russian sources may be behind political contributions the NRA has made during the 2018 electoral cycle to any House or Senate candidate. We need to know who's contributing millions of dollars to influence the political system right now. In our democracy, the size of your wallet should not determine the power of your voice. I urge my colleagues to listen to the American people who have been loud and clear. They want disclosure, they want to reduce special influence in our politics, and they want this government to work for them. With that,